All right, everybody. Welcome to Crypto Fibonacci Charts. I'm going to go over some altcoins here. I'm going to start with Bitcoin on the futures chart. Basically, here's what we're looking at. We ran into resistance up here, very close to that 9,000 area. In fact, I think it touched it a little bit, went above. Coming back and doing a little retrace. Coming back and testing the 100-day moving average, 10 and 20, it's past the 10. 20-day is still right here, and we're right at the 38.2 retracement. So this 8,200 area, pretty important, at least for the short term. Could possibly still get down to the $8,000 area. Our squeeze indicator is showing signs that the bull momentum is losing some steam here. So let's keep an eye on this, looking for this to possibly go flat, but we'll keep an eye on it. Doesn't mean it has to, but we'll keep an eye on it. Anyway, that's the futures chart. We're going to go over to the regular chart, and let me switch my pointer focus real quick, and that way we can see better what I'm doing here. Let me get this changed, and we'll go over to black. All right, and so here's the Coinbase version of the chart. We're coming down into the green zone. I was really expecting that we probably would come down into this just based on the Bollinger Bands and how they were doing. Upper Bollinger Band is still climbing up, so support is rising. Still expecting an area maybe in here. We might actually hit that 8,000 area. It doesn't mean we have to. This area is important right here at the 20-day moving average, same as the futures. Also testing and back testing this downtrend line that was broken. So let's keep an eye on this area. If that breaks, more than likely we come down and test the 50 EMA around 8,000 and possibly this next green zone, which was an area of resistance. So we'll see if that's going to be support. Let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum really hit this 61.8 fib cluster up in here, the 200-day moving average as well. Pulling back off that, coming back to test the 20-day moving average. We talked about this last night here in the support zone. So this area was resistance. We'll see if this is going to be support or not. Slow stochastic is coming down, showing signs of weakness, but we'll see if it can try to bottom out in here. So that's what we'll watch for. Let's go over to Litecoin. Not a lot really happening here, just same old story. Testing 38.2, still have huge resistance up here, so no major changes on that. Let's go to XRP. This one here actually broke this trend line that I put in here, so we were watching that. So it broke the trend line. Now we're going to see if on an up move, if it's going to retest that and drop farther or not. So right now, it's doing a good job of holding the, the 50 EMA, 10 EMA is crossing down, 50 and 20 are right in this area, around 22 cents. If that breaks, then obviously we're going to start to look down here at 21, close to 21 cents. That would be right around where this big red or big green stick got going. So that's what we're going to be watching for, this area right here, if this decides to come down further. So that's XRP. Let's go to DigiByte. And DigiByte is basically just after the big move here, and I say big move, relatively speaking, just kind of consolidating right here. Still holding the 10 and the 20 EMAs. Needs to really close above this 50 to get anything really going. And then get past, hopefully, this resistance line. But this could take a while to play out. So that's DigiByte. Let's go to XTZ. This one has just been like so volatile here lately. Had the big move right here. Red stick to get everybody out. Green stick to get everybody thinking it's going higher. And then another red stick and another one right here. So very volatile what's going on. This support area really has to hold where this green zone is. If not, then you're coming back and you're testing, like we talked about, that $1.45 area, and then eventually maybe the $1.41, which is where the 78.6 is, and the bottom of this green candle, right, which is where that whole area started. So we'll watch that one and see what goes on. ZRX, couple of like bearish engulfing over here, and then this reversal stick over here. But it's still within the 10 or the 200 and the 233-day moving average, right? And so with the way the Bollinger Bands are, and this is pretty much the same as with everything, it just looks like everything is going to consolidate probably for the next few days. And then we'll see if we get a push off that or a push lower. So we have to be real careful in here to determine. And we'll see if these moving averages hold up or not. BAT, pretty much the same thing as ZRX, still holding kind of in this area. 50-day moving average, 38.2. Big area of support right in here. So can this area hold, or is it going to break through for further downside? So let's also take a look at Link real quick. Link is actually, you know, like after this big move, just a normal retracement back to the 38.2 and the 20-day moving average right here. It did break below the 10 EMA. So as long as we don't get like a cross of those two and it can hold in this area somewhere, you know, it could possibly still drop to 225 and still be bullish. But let's see if it can hold on in this area and then make another, you know, move higher. But it has to get past the 78.6, which is at 283. I would say that anything above probably 265 would probably do the trick. That should get it past old resistance. So anyway, that's what I've had for tonight, guys. If you have any questions, obviously leave me a message. Always in Discord. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. That would really help me out a lot. Thanks, guys.